Hi, my name's Jonathan Martis with North Pacific Real Estate. I'm a local real estate broker in the area. And today I wanted to show you Redmond, Washington, but from a driving perspective. I know for me, if I'm ever looking at other cities that I think are nice and I want to check out, I want to see a driving tour so I can get a real world example of what it's like living there or just visiting. So if you're thinking of moving into the Redmond area or the greater Seattle area, then this video is for you. So we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll start here in Bellevue and then we'll drive into Redmond. Okay, here's a map for reference so you have an idea of where we're going. We're gonna start in Bellevue and we're gonna get onto State Route 520 going east, and then we will go into Redmond from there. We are now at the Whole Foods in Bellevue, and we're gonna get onto the State Route 520, onto State Route 520 to go into Redmond. Ahead you'll see the light rail that they're building. They are building light rail throughout all of the cities, including Redmond. So by the end of 2024, all these cities nearby will be interconnected, and you can go all the way to the airport as well, the Seattle International Airport. So that's the good thing, is whether you're in Redmond or Bellevue or anywhere nearby here, you'll be able to have light rail. Public transportation is always nice to have. You can see downtown Bellevue ahead. If you haven't checked out my Bellevue driving tour, it's going to be on my channel, so check that out if you haven't. And so you can see what the city is like there too if you're considering moving into the Seattle area. We're going to turn right on 116th Ave Northeast. You'll see there's a Kaiser Permanente Medical Center and also an Overlake Medical Center. So if you're concerned about having a medical center nearby, it'll be good to know there's something even here in Bellevue as well. You won't have to go too far. I'm going to turn left and get onto 520. Redmond is known by many to be the Microsoft headquarters, which it is, and you're going to see a lot of Microsoft buildings there. They continue to build different buildings because they continue to grow, and they hire more people and employees. So you will see a lot of buildings with Microsoft on them, and it's a big reason why people move to Redmond, is because they work for Microsoft. And if you can be close to work, it's always a good benefit. Price ranges for homes, I mean, you can buy a condo for a few $100,000, or you can buy a house that's $4 or $5 million. So there's several price points that can work for just about anybody. From a size perspective, just to give you some reference, Bellevue has about 150,000 people, and Redmond has a little over 75,000. Kirkland has close to 95,000. So that gives you an idea of the size of the city from a population standpoint. Take 520 east. If you were to take 520 west, it will bring you into the city of Seattle, and that is a toll bridge. Looks like we're getting some heavy hail at the moment. Hopefully it'll stop soon. It'll pass soon, I'm sure. It usually doesn't last longer than maybe 5-10 minutes. Cloudy day in the Seattle area, not a surprise. You get used to it. You look forward to the spring and summertime, and when it becomes sunny and warm, it's definitely a beautiful place to be. But what people do here is, you know, they just bundle up if they want to go outside. You put on a jacket, put on some boots, and you just keep enjoying the outdoors. You'll probably see a lot of videos about Seattle or different areas here, and the weather looks great, and it does at times, but this is more of a true representation of what it might look like during fall and winter months. It's March 2nd now, so we're gonna have rain for another 2 to 3 months consistently. But you get nice days as well. You'll get sunny days also. And sometimes the rain will pass. It won't last all day. .148 here on the right, that's going to be going into parts of Bellevue as well. So it's kind of on the border of Bellevue and Redmond. Oh, it's really coming down now. Hopefully my truck doesn't get dented. Okay, getting a little lighter. Let's see if it gets crazier or calms down. All right, that's better. Looks like it's just normal rain now. All right, the city center is 2 miles from here. We'll go ahead and kind of drive to the town center and show you some different areas. A lot of these buildings that you're going to see off the highway here are going to be Microsoft buildings. It's pretty much Microsoft town. You'll find other companies here as well, but that's the main one that you'll see and what many people know Redmond for. There's a lot of nice things to do in the area, a lot of outdoors activities as well, different trails you can go to, different parks, and a lot of good restaurants. There's one called Tipsy Cow. It's a really good burger place, and I would highly recommend you check it out if you like burgers. Yeah, so you can see it was hailing, right, and then it was raining hard, and it kind of now is getting a little more raining, but it's not a constant rain where it's a big downpour. And that's what a lot of people think when they move here, is that it's always going to rain heavy all the time. And you know, a few minutes from now it might just clear up and it might be sunny. So that is definitely a common thing that occurs. We're going to exit here, Westlake Sammamish Parkway, northeast. See, they're building the light rail here all the way into Redmond. Just adjust the camera a little bit. right here on Leary Way. I'll show you the Redmond Town Center. It's a nice shopping center. A lot of people will go to, and a lot of different shops and stores, restaurants. Nice place to walk around. A lot of apartments. You'll find a lot of condos, apartments in Redmond as well. You know, Microsoft will have temporary work positions, and there needs to be that flexibility. So if it's an apartment, a condo, or if you're looking for homes as well, houses, single family homes, you'll find them here. A good variety of housing options. Okay, we'll turn right here at Bear Creek Parkway. There's a Marriott here at the town center, which is nice because if you want to stay at a hotel locally and you're visiting and you want to be next to stores and restaurants, then it's right here in the center of it all. You have a theater up top. Little play structure on the right for the kids. You have a dentist as well. Let's see if we can get there's nobody behind me. Cold Stone Creamery. A lot of different stores that you'll find, and a nice place to walk around. Continue driving through. Like poke, they have poke restaurant here. Different medical centers, kind of like urgent care centers as well. They have a BJ's restaurant. They have a lot of different variety types of food there, and they have a Pizookie. It's like a huge cookie that they put ice cream on top, and it's really good. So if you eat there, I would recommend getting the Pizookie at the end for your dessert. All right, from here we're gonna go into Old Town Redmond and also kind of the downtown Redmond area, show you around. Just continue straight. And we're gonna go past Cleveland Street here and turn left onto Redmond Way. To give you an idea of what it costs to live down here, if you were to buy a condo around 550 to 600 square feet, you'll be, you know, between 300,000 and 400,000 around there. If you want a townhome with an attached garage, around 1,250 square feet, can go up to around 850 to 900. If you want 2,500 square feet, like a townhome attached garage with 2,500 square feet, then you're looking over $1 million. Being central here is important to many people, especially if you want a garage and other amenities. You know, that'll add to the cost to purchase a townhome. But a condo might work if you want to keep the price lower. If you're looking for homes, most all the homes here will be over $1 million up into 3-4 million. So it depends on your range and what part of Redmond you want to be in. So left turn here, we're going to yield. If it doesn't show a left arrow, you just have to wait till it's clear and then you can turn left. Continue straight. This is Old Town Redmond, which is close. It's right across from the Redmond Town Center. Has a nice feel to it. Nice place to walk around and grab a bite to eat. And again, as you can see here in Redmond, so many things are close by, just walking distance. So a lot of people like that, especially with all the apartments and condos and townhomes they have in the area. It's just great because you don't have to. You don't really need a car much at all. Maybe you can just Uber to some places if you have to go further. But this works well for a lot of people that work at Microsoft or just want to be in the Redmond area. Right here, going to show more of the downtown Redmond area. If you're looking to buy a single family home, you're not going to find a ton of them here in downtown, so you're going to have to go a little bit outside the downtown Redmond Town Center area to find more of those homes. And there's a lot of Microsoft buildings where there are neighborhoods with single family properties, so that is good. That's something you're interested in. We're going to loop back around and go down to Redmond a little bit more. It's a QFC shopping center here on the left. If you live in Kirkland, there's parts of Kirkland that will be close to Redmond, and so that's a nice thing as well. Even Woodinville, there's other cities that will surround it that people enjoy living in. So whether it's another city that's nearby or in Redmond, you can be closer if you don't want to live in the city of Redmond. If you're looking for more space or different price points, it's all going to depend on your preference. We're going to continue into Redmond here. Kind of made a loop going back towards kind of Old Town Redmond and the Redmond Town Center area. I'm going to take the 202 east to go continue through Redmond and show you some more spots. So now we're going to be going away from Old Town Redmond and Redmond Town Center, kind of downtown Redmond, and continue down into kind of more of the outskirts of Redmond, more on the edge of where the city ends. And of course, this video won't show every part of Redmond, but it'll give you a good idea of what the city is like. And I'm hopeful that this will be beneficial for you, so that you can get a better understanding of what it would be like living down here, and living in the city. An unedited, not something where only showing the best places, but a real world example of what you can expect. And I think that's going to be most helpful for many people. Okay, I'm going to show you this section, this other shopping plaza by the Redmond Town Center, and then we'll loop back around, and then we will go to Marymoor Park. So on the right side is Redmond Town Center, where we were earlier, and just to show you, there's a Red Robin here. You have a 24-hour fitness as well. So you have some different stores that you can shop at, and restaurants. There's a Big Five sporting goods, and also a Cost Plus World Market, and a Petco if you have any pets. All right, I'm going to turn back into the Redmond Town Center area, and you can see the Microsoft building signs over there on the left as well. We'll come back around and continue towards Marymoor Park. All right, we're going to get back on 202 east, which is Redmond Way. You have some other restaurants. Taco Time's not in every state, but they have really good Mexican food. It's kind of like Taco Bell, but I feel like it's better quality. I feel like it's much better quality, actually. Fred Meyer here on the left. It's a large grocery store with clothing and household items. So you can find almost everything you need there. It's kind of like a super Walmart in a way. Prices aren't as low, but they have a lot of variety of products. You have a Chipotle here on the left, and also some other restaurants, pet care center, a Whole Foods. So if you love Whole Foods, you have one here, which is nice. I'm gonna go back on Redmond Way to show you kind of a main artery that goes through Redmond, which is Avondale. So Avondale Road, a lot of people will use in Redmond, and it can get you to different places. A lot of people will use it in the city, and then also just if you're coming through Kirkland as well, some people will get onto Avondale the back way to come into Redmond, and also off of 520 you may get onto Avondale as well. So we're on Redmond Way right now, and if we continue forward, then we're gonna get onto Avondale soon, because it intersects with Redmond Way intersects with Avondale. And that'll take, if you continue down Avondale, you're gonna get to Union Hill area of Redmond, and then also going all the way down Avondale will get you into the kind of the border of where the Kirkland city is. It's important to know kind of how the cities connect and how you could get into Redmond from other parts. So we started in Bellevue, and then we also will kind of show you where the edge of Kirkland is. That might be helpful if you're moving to Kirkland, but you work in Redmond, and should give you a good feel for the layout of the city. This is the way we came earlier, going back towards kind of Old Town Redmond, downtown Redmond, where the Redmond Town Center is, and we're gonna turn right and continue on Avondale. You have an overlay clinic here on the left. It's urgent care. There's a lot of different medical centers here, which is helpful. It's always good to have those just in case you need it. And you may have noticed that the city is pretty compact. A lot of the shopping centers, the parks, and these places that we toured on the driving tour are all very much walkable. I mean, yeah, some might be a little further walking distance, but nonetheless, I'd say one of the most walkable cities you'll find. Get on to 170th here, and then get on to Avondale. Okay, this is Avondale Way. It's going to turn into Avondale Road. And we are going to be, right now we're going to be going past the 520. Okay, we're going to turn left now onto Avondale Road. And then if you turn right from here, you're going to get onto the 520. So the 520 ends into Avondale Road. Again, you'll notice a lot of apartments here, but the further you go from the central part of Redmond, the more houses you'll find. So south of us right now is where Union Hill Road is, Novelty Hill Road. You'll find very nice houses there, larger properties. So you won't find so many apartments and condos. If you go a few minutes, if you continue a few minutes onto Avondale Road from here, you're going to then get into the Kirkland area. So we'll turn right here on Novelty Hill Road. Kind of show you how it begins to change. You'll start to see more homes here. There is a Costco in Redmond. If you are curious, I know for me, I love having a Costco close to where I live. And Marymoor Park here on the left is pretty huge. If you go back there on the left side where we just went, there's a nice park over there, and it has some animals you can see, some horses, and a little playground, nice walking trails. And we'll continue on this road and 195th, and we're going to take it to Union Hill. Northeast Union Hill Road. Some properties here in this area will have a ton of acres. Some will have like a farm, they'll have horses. So this is getting into more of places with properties that are larger. Not as developed, so in such a compact way like downtown Redmond. We're going to go ahead a little more, turn left on 188th. we're gonna come past this Costco. Like most Costco's, it's gonna be full, busy most of the time, but you know, you don't have to go too far to find one, which is good. This one, I believe, is a few years old now, but it is always nice. If you like Costco, you know that you have one here in Redmond. For some people, that could be a major factor in their buying decision. Is there a Costco nearby? And they have a gas station here as well, if you want to pump gas. Not all Costco's have gas pumps, but when they do, it is nice to know that, you know, you can pump gas right after you're done shopping, and the prices are usually a lot better than other gas stations in the area. It's rare, but sometimes I'll find a parking spot at Costco in the front, and when I do, I feel like I accomplished something. Like, oh yes, parking spot in the front. But it's so hard because it's always full, you know. But I feel like when you see a spot open in the front, it's like a mirage. Like, oh, is it really open? Usually there's like a restriction sign, and you're like, I can't use it. Okay, we'll get back onto our path and our route, and we'll continue towards Marymoor Park. Okay, get back onto 188th. Gas right now for unleaded, it's between like $3.70 to $4.20. It kind of depends where you put gas, but you know, kind of the $4 range. It's March 2023. We'll see how that changes later. Cloudy day, we had some rain, it stopped, but it's good. It'll change from time to time throughout the day, but it's okay. It's only sprinkles right now. See some homes here on the left side, single family homes. Come the back way to Marymoor Park. By the end of this video, I hope that you will feel like you are in the car with me in a way, seeing the city. That's the goal of this video, and I hope you're enjoying it. I'm going to take a left here. This is the northern tip of Lake Sammamish. It's a rather large lake. If you turn right, you're going to go into the area where Redmond Way is, and where the Whole Foods is, and also eventually into Old Town Redmond and downtown Redmond. But I want to show this part of the city because Lake Sammamish is frequented by many people. It's 7 miles long and 1.5 miles wide, and it's 105 feet deep at its deepest point. So a very nice place to live if you want to be close to the lake or just have views. Many people bring their boats to the lake, and there's different beaches. It borders Redmond, Issaquah, and then also Bellevue. So those are cities that are going to be around the lake, and also Sammamish. So I'll do a quick drive here just to give you an idea of what it looks like. See it there in the distance. And of course, homes in these areas will be in the multi-million-dollar range for single family homes because of the view and just proximity to the lake. Can't say all of the houses will be in multi-million-dollar ranges because there are some older ones, but I'd say a vast majority, especially right next to the lake there. This is Redmond right now, and we're getting into the city of Sammamish. You'll see the sign here. Welcome to City of Sammamish. So those are the 4 cities that border the lake: Sammamish, Bellevue, Issaquah, and Redmond. And a lot of these houses on the water will have docks and people that have boats and very expensive properties. All right, I'm going to turn around here and we'll go back into Redmond. We'll go back towards Marymoor Park. So give you a different view also of the lake. probably have already noticed a lot of new apartments, condos, different buildings going up for housing. Redmond's continuing to grow, constantly growing. So you will see that now in this video, but also over time. You'll see more and more of these buildings going up, especially with the public transportation, because then you can live close to the light rail and get to work, whether it's here or in different cities. Because a lot of people in tech here, they will switch jobs at times. So you may be working at Microsoft, and then maybe you get a job at Amazon and you have to be in Seattle. Or maybe you work, after that you work at Google and then you have to be in Kirkland. So being able to be close to public transit, especially with this really great light rail system that they're putting in, that's going to connect multiple cities, that's definitely something that people are looking for. And that's why you're seeing so many of these new housing buildings going up. Okay, we're getting close to Marymoor Park. The Spark apartments here on the right, those are going to be done in winter 2024. So later next year. And this is the Redmond Community Center. All right, we're gonna pull in here on the right side. Give you a peek at Marymoor Park. The park closes at dusk, so keep that in mind. No horses or horse trailers. If you've seen my other video on Woodinville, you'll remember that in Woodinville you can ride horses on many different trails, and that's what a lot of people like about Woodinville. And if you do have a horse, you can look on Google Maps or just online. You can find different places where you can ride the horse on different trails. They have a baseball field here, a couple over there that you see, and then they just have a lot of room here to kind of be able to play different sports, and it's very, very large. So let's go in here on the right. Parking fee of $1, that's not bad. I mean, a lot of places, if you go to some parks, they'll charge you 10 or 15, so $1 is very reasonable. It's like three total baseball fields. Marymoor Connector Trail is here as well, so it goes for 3.3 miles, the trail, and it allows you to kind of just take a nice stroll or ride your bike. And so this is a great place to kind of do that if you're interested in walking, biking. There's so many different trails in the area that throughout the greater Seattle area that it's so nice for those that like to walk, ride their bikes, or do different things in the outdoors. Having those biking paths or where it's paved as well just really is great for those that like the outdoors. You're gonna find here as well a lot of soccer fields, and that's another reason why people like it. You can see this park as well from 520. So if you continue on 520 going east, that's where we were on 520 earlier. If you keep going, you're going to see this park from 520. It's a very, very large park, and a lot of parking as well. I have some basketball courts. On the right side, you can see the soccer fields set up. And it has lights as well, which is really cool. So whether it's daytime or nighttime, you know, there's options for you to play soccer. There's some playgrounds here on the right side. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a very large park. One of the largest that you'll find. They have a wash location here for your pets as well. It's called Wash Spot. You can see here they have a Marymoor garden. So all these different gardens set up, which is nice. People can enjoy this. It's a community garden. There's off-leash areas for dogs here as well, and you'll see them marked with the signs for off-leash area. All right, I'm going to turn around. All right, next I'm going to take you to show you some of the Microsoft buildings, just to show you kind of how it's laid out there. We'll drive through some of the campus buildings there, and might be helpful for some people that are thinking of moving here. You might see pictures online, but I'll just go ahead and show you from a driving perspective what it's like. Do they want to cross? Maybe not yet. All right, we'll turn left up here. We have another playground on the right as well, so you'll have different playgrounds here that the kids can enjoy. I'm going to try to get a shot of this soccer field. Kind of see it there, all the different soccer setups they have. And then ahead is 520, Highway 520. or officially as they call it, State Route 520 or SR 520. There's tennis courts here as well. 4 tennis courts set up here, and then some more baseball fields. Plenty of different activities and things to do here at Marymoor Park. We're gonna go the back way around. We can kind of get a different view from the other side of Redmond. This is West Lake Sammamish Way. Sorry, West Lake Sammamish Parkway. Come up on Northeast 51st Street, and we're going to turn right. And then you eventually will be able to get onto 520 from here once we turn right. Can also give you a good view of some of the neighborhoods, what they look like. Pull onto this street here, show you some of the houses. This area and these types of neighborhoods near where we're at now, for about a 2,500 square foot home, it's going to be around $1.5 million. Of course, those prices will change over time, but let's just kind of give you an idea. Like 4-bedroom, 2.5, 3-bath. And some of these houses will be older, you know, some will be 15, 20 years old. There's going to be a range, but there's going to be some that are newer, so it all kind of depends. And of course, some will be even older than that. So this is Microsoft here on the right, which is going to be in a lot of these areas that we're in now in Redmond. pull in here really quick. This is North Campus. Take a left. And on the right side is State Route 520. And you can see in the distance more buildings, and even on the right side of the freeway past it, you'll see more Microsoft buildings. If you do want to search for homes, do click that link in the description. Should be on the first or second line there. It just says search for homes, and that way you can go ahead and plug in whatever you're looking for, and then if you wanted to work with me, of course we would be able to connect that way. See, on the left they're building some more apartments, condos kind of type setup. Keep going straight so you can kind of see what the other buildings look like, kind of the layout of the area. But as I mentioned, most all these buildings will be Microsoft buildings. And you're going to have public transportation, like I mentioned, but also the bus system. Rapid Ride is common here, so you'll be able to grab just a bus pass or monthly, and then use that if you'd like. Nice new buildings here on the left that they're constructing. Some look close to done already. If there's room that they can find to put new Microsoft buildings, they will. Here on the right is West Campus, Microsoft West Campus. Up ahead will be Bell Red Road. We're gonna come up on that pretty soon. And if you take Bell Red, it'll eventually kind of go into, if you take it more towards the west, it's going to go into the Bellevue area. So we're kind of on the border now with Redmond and getting close to Bellevue. I'm going to turn right on Bell Red Road, and I'm going to take it up to 140th Avenue and get back onto 520 so you can kind of see where we came from. Because where we started was in Bellevue, and so we got onto the 520, and so I'm going to get back onto the 520 so you can get a good idea on where we were initially when we started. Yeah, again, more new buildings, apartments and condos. They're just putting a lot over here. So if you like having kind of a newer place, then you'll enjoy all the options that you have in Redmond. Turn right here on Bell Red Road. You can see in the distance there's some other new buildings for housing. There's a Trader Joe's here on the left, Potbelly restaurant as well. And if you've seen my Bellevue video, then you'll recognize where we're going to be going here. That's where the video kind of ended as well, when we got onto State Route 520. And the idea is that you can get an idea of how the cities all connect and how they're pretty close by, or where they're close by, you know, and how where you can get to one from the other, to Redmond, from Redmond to Bellevue, from Bellevue to Kirkland, and vice versa. So that's a good way to kind of think about it, and I think that helps people understand the layout of the city more and just the different suburbs of Seattle. Until you drive the city, you kind of see it in this way. I don't feel like you can get a good enough idea, and this is probably what you'd be doing anyway if you came to visit, right? Looking at what the city looks like. So hopefully this is helpful for you to see it from this perspective. This is 148th Ave Northeast, and as I mentioned earlier, that's the section of the video on the Bellevue one I made where we ended. So I'll turn right here, and we'll do the same kind of route towards the end of this video to show you how 520 connects to also the Bellevue area and Redmond, where we toured today. It's nice we have some sun, blue skies. We take it when we can get it, because when it is sunny, and it just looks beautiful. So it is green here for a reason. I mean, you do get a lot of rain, but you kind of get used to it in time, right? You kind of know what to expect. You know that in fall and winter it's going to rain more, but you just look forward to the spring and summer if you're looking for like kind of warmer weather. But the good thing is it doesn't rain constantly. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I said there's times when it'll stop like within a few minutes after it starts raining. And this is kind of an example, is, it'll start and then stop, and it might be clear the rest of the day. So don't want you to think it rains constantly every single day. Okay, 148th, and we're gonna pass a few lights. It's a Fred Meyer store here. They have groceries, they have clothing, jewelry, they have a ton of things. It's a huge store that you can shop at. There's a Chuck E. Cheese as well, Panda Express, and on the right side there was a department store where they tore it down, and now they're gonna put some new stores, or maybe a housing building, or apartments or condos. And also here on the right is a Red Robin, and a Safeway grocery store on the right as well. You can see there 520 East will go into Redmond, and then 520 West will take us back towards Bellevue. And then if you continue on 520 West, it will take you all the way into Seattle. But remember, that is a toll bridge once you get past Bellevue, and right before you go over the water, Lake Washington, there's a toll that it will charge you, and you need a pass that you can buy at the store. And if you don't have one of those passes, they'll read your plate with the scanner from above, and they charge you, I think it's a couple bucks extra because they send it to you in the mail. All right, so this is back on the 520 where we left Bellevue and we came onto 520 to go into Redmond. And this should give you an idea of what the city is like, how it's laid out. I hope you found that video helpful, just kind of showing you what the city of Redmond is like. If you're looking to move into the area and would like help finding a place, give me a call, 425-318-8999. You can call or text me on that number, and I'd be happy to help you out with that. Check out my other videos as well, as I've done other driving tours for other suburbs of Seattle. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.